Hello everyone, my name is Peyton and welcome back to my channel. Today I am actually here to talk about what the gameplay that you're actually seeing right now is Fall Guys, a new game that actually came out within the last month, and it's very different to say the least, especially from my perspective because most of the games I usually play are either sports or kind of just basically first person shooters. But I've actually been trying to branch out to different games, and one of them has been Fall Guys. One of the biggest blessings I have when it comes to gaming is the fact that I have the Xbox Pass Ultimate, and so I'm able to test out a lot of different games for free. It's kind of like the best way I can really explain it is when I was asking someone about it at GameStop, which was basically Netflix for gaming, and that's definitely by far the best explanation for it because I've downloaded a lot of games, some that I actually really like, and then others not so much. So this is just one of the examples of a game that is pretty fun to play. It's something I can play for a little bit here and there, but not something I can probably play for a few hours at a time and whatnot. So I don't know if this is a game I would see myself streaming, but I definitely find myself coming back to this game to try something different and have a little fun for about 30 minutes or so, you know? So, the game itself, it's pretty simple. It's just different stages where you have to qualify, and I kind of think of it as like a King of the Hill type thing where you have to be the last man standing. Now, a lot of times in King of the Hill, it involves like shooters or any sort of violence, and it's not really necessarily like that. It's just an obstacle course, and you have to qualify or be the last one standing or just don't get eliminated. Basically, a lot of different party games type thing. A lot of different type of games, no matter if it's like team oriented or single player, all that type of stuff. Unfortunately, I kind of got the bad end of the stick on the first one because I really do think Seesaw is by far one of the most annoying ones to deal with because because you have to depend on the other players just not screwing it up, and out of like 80 something players or so, you're always going to have some people who are intentionally screwing it up, and so that is definitely a very fun thing to navigate through. Some of the other ones are a little bit that I play here, a little bit more, I don't want to say straightforward, but it's kind of a typical obstacle course where it's a lot of different stuff in one, and you just have to be in the top half or so to qualify, basically. And then there's the ones where you have to. The one that I actually kind of enjoy, weirdly, is the one where you have to actually try and remember the patterns of the platform that you're on. So, and I actually do play this in this game that I'm showing right now. Is basically it shows the fruit that the platform's on, and then near the end of the round, quote unquote, it shows the fruit that you have to that's showing, and that's the one that's still going to exist once some platforms disappear. So you have to. It's definitely a game of memory and also just being aware of what your peers are doing, because everyone is at the end of the day just trying to survive. So even if you don't remember, you just kind of go to the ones that the other ones are on, and hopefully you don't. You're not so much at the edge that you end up getting pushed off because that does happen. Um, and then there's the ones where you just don't get eliminated, so you don't fall off the platform, you don't get hit off or anything like that. And that's usually the ones where I get eliminated on, which is basically the last rounds normally. Unless I get unlucky or get a bad draw or something like that. I don't consider myself all that great at this game, but it is definitely very fun. You have to definitely rely on a few different things and not get messed over by other opponents, which obviously that will happen. A lot of different games and whatnot. There's sometimes you kind of get lucky, other times not so much. But I just wanted to just come here and give a quick review of the game. I do like this game a lot because I do think it's a different vibe. It's competitive, but it's more fun than it is like very frustrating. So I do feel that it's very different. I get a very different vibe to most video games. I do have to say, but at the end of the day, I do have to say I do recommend this game, especially since it is for free and you get to try it out. If you don't like it, no harm, no foul. It's not like you wasted any money. But obviously, It's like every other game nowadays where you have you buy a season pass, you get up. I say upgrades, but you get a lot of cosmetic stuff when you level up. There's a leveling up system, all that type of stuff. And I guess it's just some sort of motivator to get you to play more and get you to spend money on it, which I do think is a pretty smart business ploy. Like you provide the game for free, but you provide so many cosmetic stuff that that's kind of where you earn your money. I don't personally spend money on that, but again, I guess I'm just a cheapskate. So so I just feel like that's the more modern business model when it comes to video games, which I actually do like a lot. I will say, especially when it comes to more multiplayer oriented games like this, Apex Legends, Fortnite, all that. Yeah, and I think that's really the main thing I have for you here. It's just so much of me giving my opinion on the game and everything like that. It gives a ton of different stages, and that's one thing I do like. I just feel like there's always a new stage to explore and go through for the first time, even if you played this game so much, and especially since the game actually just first came out, you know. And I think that's it for me today. Overall, definitely recommend the game. Just a few quick notes while I close out. In the background, I was actually in an Xbox Live party with a good amount of friends. So if you hear other commentary going on, that's not really my voice. When I recorded this, I was in a party with a few friends, just kind of chatting it up. So you might hear that in the background. And then the other thing is that if I sound a little different, it's because while I'm recording this, I'm actually still recovering from COVID and I'm still a little congested, but I am a lot better. So, yeah, that's another story for another day. And so, yeah, I'll definitely get back with you with another video. I'm glad you're able to watch this video. Like this video if you like it, and subscribe if you are new. Peace.
LSU a few times. That was something. LSU, like the school church. Yeah, it was
I
like
want to go to
10
midnight
p.m.
mass for Christmas one day, one year, not one day.
No,
Obviously.
because Santa
Jesus
won't pass
Christ, dude,
because
there's
you are
gas.
not asleep.
Yeah, it's 102. At this point, I would
Santa was
just.
real. That was
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna sit fastball and then just
everything
adjust.
went downhill after
Yeah,
Santa
just sit
left.
fastball the whole time.
Damn you, Santa.
Plus, the only thing he has, like, yeah, he only has 4 pitches, and the rest of them are very slow. So.
Real
Why was my PCI so high?
the hell is a PCI?
That's when you
Player
get
contact
compliant
indicator.
for credit cards. Oh, is that
So you
Kevin
can play
Bacon?
like the ultimate team game mode with 2 people.
Apparently.
That's pretty neat.
Sounds like it. This sucks, man. We couldn't do that.
They have it, but it's so bad, like it never works. So
That doesn't sound like FIFA at all.
Damn.
Ooh, can't poke it. Hope it didn't just turn because I missed
Ooh,
this putt
wait,
like a
where'd that
fucking
ball
idiot.
go? I was early.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
That's Mo Salah. He's with the fucking Mormon.
Most valid. FedEx tried to kill off Tom Hanks in that movie.
Do you control the first baseman guy if you're hitting?
I
If I
guess
run into
so,
first?
cause like I was going because I thought you were like the guy on